On a scale of 1 to 10, what will you rate Musa Barrow's 2024-2025 season? At the end of this video, I will give you my rating of Musa Barrow in 2024-2025. So please make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video, guys. Let me know in the comments what your rating for Musa Barrow in 2024-2025 season. If I have to sum up this season for Musa Barrow in 2024-2025, I would say it's mixed in the sense of inconsistency, because if you divide the season into two halves, the first half of the season was absolutely amazing. He was killing it. He was the best, one of the best players in the Saudi Pro League and also in the Asian Champions Leagues too that he was playing in. But then you look at the second half of the season, it was relatively very average for Musa Barrow. For the Gambia, he was quite consistent in terms of returns, in terms of goals and assists. The only criticism of his season for me is his inconsistency between the first half of the season and the second half. The levels drop if you look at it in that way. But then if you look at his season in summary, he played 59 games for club and country. That is for his club Al Tawoun across all competition, and in the qualifiers for the Gambia, in the World Cup qualifiers and in the AFCON qualifiers. So it was 10 games for the Gambia and 49 games for Al Tawoun. And out of that, he played more than 4,500 minutes of football, which is huge, you know. Just break that down. For Al Tawoun, he played 33 games for them in the Saudi Pro League, scoring 13 goals and assisting 3. In the AFC Champions League, he played 12 games, scoring 5 and assisting 3. And in the Saudi Kings Cup, he played 3 games, having 2 assists and 1 appearance in the Saudi Super Cup. So in total, there was 49 games for Al Tawoun, 18 goals and 8 assists. And for the Gambia, it was 10 games across the World Cup and AFCON qualifiers. And then he scored 5 goals and created 4 assists. So it was 9 goal involvement for the Gambia across 10 games, which was relatively very good. And if you look at the goals per game ratio or goal involvement per game ratio, it was like a goal involvement every 90 minutes he played. So every single game that he played for Gambia, on average, he was getting a goal or an assist, which is absolutely amazing. For Gambia, he was absolutely amazing. That did not help Gambia qualify for either the World Cup or the African Cup of Nations. But for him, I think he played his part. He did his part for the Gambia. It was up to the team to step up, other players in the team to step up for Gambia to qualify for those competitions. Now let's look at his season with Al Tawoun. His season with Al Tawoun, like I say, he played 49 games. To analyze Musa Barrow, the first thing you have to do is talk about the type of goals that he scored. The type of goals that Musa Barrow scored. If you look at the goals he scored, it is very rare you see a goal that is not a banger. You know what I mean? All the goals are amazing goals. Long range effort, 40 yard, 35 yard, 50 yard, like 25 yard efforts. Absolutely amazing goal. I don't think there is a player in the world who could have a better collection of top goals than Musa Barrow. I don't think there is one. If you know one, guys, let me know in the comments. Certainly, there is no Gambian with better goal collection in 2024, 2025 than Musa Barrow. Let's just take a moment and look at some of the goals that he has scored in 2024, 2025 season, guys. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. He was absolutely superb. He was absolutely superb, the type of goals that he was scoring. My criticism was his performance in the first half of the season and compare to the second half of the season. If you look at the Saudi Pro League, for example, he scored 13 goals. 9 of those goals were scored in the first half of the season. So he only got 4 goals after the midway stage of the season. So first half it was 9, second half of the season was 4 goals. And then you look at the assists, he got 2 assists in the first half of the season and 1 assist in the second half of the season. So only 5 goal involvement for Al Tawoun in the Saudi Pro League in the second half of the season, which, you know, second half season was not good enough. Good enough. If he maintained that first half of the season, he would have been probably the best player in the Saudi Pro League, or he would have been vying for that at least. And then you look at the AFC Champions League as well. In the group stages, he got 4 goals and 3 assists. After the group stages, the knockout stages, he only got 1 goal. So before the knockout stage started, he got 7 goal involvement. After when the knockout stage started, he only got 1 goal to add to that. So again, you can see the first half of the season and the second half of the season, the difference that he got there. So this was the criticism, the biggest criticism I have of him over the course of the season. And then in Gambia, like I say, 9 goal involvement in 10. Like he did his job for Gambia. Musa Barrow did what he was supposed to do for Gambia to qualify for the next African Cup of Nations. You know, he did his part, and he scored more goals than anyone. He created more assists than any player. You know, it was up to the other players. Similar to Yanko Minte, he also did his part. I would say those two players. But it was up to the rest of the team to complement what they did to help Gambia qualify, and that was not the case. So for Gambia, I think he was good. He was good enough. If you, like an attacking player giving you a goal involvement every single game, every 90 minutes he played 10 games, 9 of which were starts. But if you convert that into number of minutes that he played, divided by the number of goal involvement he had, it is 89.5 per game. Every time he played 89.5 minutes, he give you a goal or an assist. So what more can you ask for from an attacking player? I cannot ask for much from an attacking player. He did his part there. So yeah, that brings us to the final part of this, which is the rating. My rating for Musa Barrow. Again, I will go back to that inconsistency. If I was rating him at the first half of the season, he would be probably 9.5 because of the amazing performance he put in during that period. But the second half was average, so it would be a mere 5 or 5.5 or 6, between 5 and 6, I would say that. So if I have to take those two and then maybe average them in, so I will end up at being around 8. 8 will be my rating for Musa Barrow. Because also what he did for the Gambia, I think he did his job. Gambia did not qualify. I'm not just basing my analysis of Musa based on Gambia qualify or not, but based on his role in the team. He did his part, I feel. You know, I feel he did his part. Yanko and Minty, I would say they did their part when they were available. They were scoring goals, they were assisting. So that's what what you can ask for from them. Musa Barrow will be an 8 for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think is Musa Barrow's rating in 2024-2025 season, guys? As you can see, I am today in the park. I have an hour or so. I have an appointment later. I have an hour or so before my appointment. So yeah, I say, this is what we do here. If you have time, use it for something. And I hope I use it worthwhile. Let me know your thoughts on what you think Musa Barrow's rating should be. And let me know also who you would like us to rate next. Yeah. Thank you always for supporting the Jollof Football Bantaba. Jërë ngeen jëf.